Hello and welcome to my alternative. Hello and welcome to my alternative channel, Anti-War. And today, Louisiana beer reviews on the Anti-War channel presents Delta Gator, Hazy Double IPA, introduced in 2025, brewed in Louisiana by Abita Brewing Company. It's got a crazy-looking alligator on it, an adhesive paper label. This can is dated from the spring. All right. It's not super fresh, but 9% should be all right, I guess. Okay. It's only available in the Gator pack, which local stores do have right now. The Gator pack. Andy Gator, Straw Gator, Delta Gator. And the fourth one is Alpha Gator. 2 Doppelbocks, 1 flavored, 1 unflavored, and 2 Hazy IPAs, 1 flavored, 1 unflavored. This one is unflavored. It just says beer on the can, which is interesting. It's 9%. It says beer. You would never see that years ago. That was a no-no, you see. I'll show you the website. It's not much to look at in this case. Variety packs, Gator pack. Yep, that makes sense. Experience all your favorite Gators in the Gator pack. Andy Gator, Straw Gator, Alpha Gator, and Delta Gator. A double IPA with 10 aromas of citrus, tropical and stone fruits, accented by notes of coconut and caramel. Release all of the beasts with this 12-pack. Cater tool you can use, but I don't know how far the distribution goes. When we first tried it at my friend David's house, I wasn't too thrilled with it, and he wasn't either. He said it was a flavor drop. You can see it's hazy orange gold. Hazy orange gold. Gold and orange, really. More orange than gold. And the aroma, you get a little pale malt, maybe some juiciness, not a whole lot of aroma, honestly. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. Bitterness must be very low. I'm thinking IBUs on this must be like 27, which to me is not appropriate for an India Pale Ale. I think it's more of an American Strong Ale. Or a juicy American Strong Ale. Hazy, juicy American Strong Ale. But they want to call everything an IPA these days. So bitterness, moderate, low to moderate. Let's say 2.5 out of 5 hop cones. So moderate bitterness. Sweetness. That's also moderate. 2.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Body's high medium, because it is 9%. The finish is dry. There's a lot of these kind of things on the market these days. Some from big, the big so-called craft brewers, like, I guess there's still craft brewers like the New Belgium and Stone, Lagunitas, Founders, Bells, and then from your smaller regional craft breweries like Abita and Shiner and St. Arnold. They're all like 9 to 10%. Their IBUs are relatively low. The sweetness is relatively high, if not even, in some cases, jacked up with natural flavoring. They're oftentimes sold in the stovepipe 19.2 ounce cans at convenience stores. Abita Straw Gator is at the convenience store. The Andy Gator is in the tall cans. and the Alpha Gator. So 3 of the 4 in this Gator pack are at the convenience store in the tall cans. So they're very potent. Some people said it's today's high gravity malt liquor. 20 years ago, it was Hurricane high gravity and Old English high gravity. Now and I saw when I went to Alabama earlier this month, I saw Earthquake high gravity 10% at a local store. But when I was in Mobile, I might have said another time, but I was in Mobile, Alabama, and I said, "Now I've had enough Hurricane high gravity in my life, so I didn't buy it." But now I regret it. I should have bought it to revisit it. But Mobile's a 3-hour, 2.5 to 3 hour drive. Whatever the case, this one, did I see Abita beers at that store? I went to 2. I went to a gas station, which was pretty, it was Marathon, which was pretty well stocked. Yeah, I did see some Abita at the gas station and at Greer's, but it was just stuff like Abita Amber Lager and maybe like not Turbo Dog, Abita and Amber Lager and Abita Purple Haze. I don't think it was anything else. But definitely not the Gator pack. Greer's had a beer cave. I'll give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B plus because it's got a little twang of bitterness, more than 2.5. Maybe I'll go to 3 on the bitterness units. A little bit more than I first encountered, but as I drank it, the bitterness is building, which is good because it needs that. Sweetness has stayed moderate. So let's say 8.8 out of 10. Don't remember what I gave it in the duo or the solo, but these scores can be malleable. So 8.8 out of 10, a B plus. How much was the variety pack, the Gator pack? It was like about $16.75. Sorry, my nose is itching. About $16.75 for the 12 pack. Yeah, it was under 17, which I guess this day and age is a good price for a craft beer 12 pack, right? And this month, Abita brought back their bourbon barrel aged stout, just in time for more hot weather. You know, we've been getting hot weather here, but it's called Bourbon Street Stout Barrel Aged. They put it out over the years, off and on, probably for 10 years, 12, maybe a good while. It just comes. They just produce it when they feel like it. Used to be in the bomber bottles, now it's in the pint cans. But whenever they feel like it, that runs $18.99 for a 4-pack. $18.99 for a 4-pack. And the Gator pack, like I said, is about $16.75 for the 12-pack of 12 ounce versus $18.99 for a 4-pack of pints. Anyway, very good beer. Maybe one day they'll come out with it in its own 6-pack. Wouldn't be shocked. Or maybe some tall, the stovepipes. All right, thanks for watching Louisiana Beer Reviews on my alternative channel, Anti-War. Now let's jump back to the main channel and see what's going on over there. All right, see y'all in a little bit. And at 7 o'clock Eastern, we have Regular Beer Wednesday, a live broadcast. And I have an interesting regular beer, which you've seen before on my main channel. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.